Hey everybody, you made this happen. You did this to me. Just know that. I love doing these transformation videos and I think you really enjoy watching them. They seem to be some of your favorites. And I always ask, what would you like to see me do next? What's a transformation that you would like to see me have a go at? And the last times I've asked this, you just said, oh, do eGirl, do an eGirl, do an eGirl. I want to see you do an eGirl. I'm like, what's an eGirl? I've never heard of it before. So I've been doing research to try and determine what an eGirl is. My first, I guess there are e-boys too, I don't know. My first thought was, oh, is this like the modern scene kid? Or is this like the modern emo? My first thought was like, is this the modern scene kid? But I don't think so. I'm actually just, after all my research and all the TikToks and things that I've watched and all the stuff that I've put myself through to try and understand what an eGirl is, I feel like I still don't really know. I've gone from knowing not at all to getting some idea. So based on what I've been able to discover from the internet, I'm going to do my very best to transform myself, as you wish, into an eGirl today. I really have no idea how this is gonna go. I'll do my absolute best, okay? Ooh. Like a couple of the other transformations I've done, I'm kind of worried that I won't be able to pull it off because, you know, I'm not 15. These girls, they all look very young and thin and doll-like, and they seem to be wearing very few clothes. I don't know if I can pull that off, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? But before we get started, a word from our sponsor. A pretty cool sponsor, actually. Speaking of things that are truly scary, this video is sponsored by Shudder. Ooh, the online streaming service that is just for scary stuff. If you go to shudder.com and enter the code Black Friday, you can try it out for free for 30 days, which is awesome. If you're into horror films and series, whether they be old school horror or modern, Shudder really has like something for everybody. It's a human curated collection of all the different kinds of scary stuff you could ever possibly want, plus loads and loads of exclusive things that you won't find anywhere else. They make their own films and shows, which are very, very good. I've been watching Creepshow and I didn't know what to expect with Creepshow, but every episode is like completely different. Some of it's like really dark, like nightmare fuel. Some of it's like purposely B and quite silly. The setup of it kind of reminds me of Tales of the Crypt, kind of, but like way darker. What I want to watch next is Rob Zombie's horror films, because I actually haven't seen them. I love Rob Zombie and I've never seen his horror films, but they're all on there. You can stream ad-free and all your favorite usual streaming devices like iOS and Android. Also work on Xbox One, Amazon Fire TV, Roku and Chromecast. What I like the most about Shudder is all the stuff that you won't see anywhere else, and there's like a massive amount of international stuff. Like there's movies and shows from all over the world, so there's a really good variety. There's one called Lizzie about Lizzie Borden, and I'm pretty keen to have a look at that. So yeah, the cost of a subscription on Shudder, all the horror you can eat, $5.99 per month or $56.99 for the year. But if you go now to Shudder, well, after this video, go to shudder.com and enter the code Black Friday. You can try Shudder free for 30 days, which is awesome, so why the hell not? All scary all the time. I know that a lot of you are very much into that kind of thing. If you do have Shudder, by the way, please give me your suggestions for things that you think I would enjoy watching. I really want to watch Rob Zombie's films, and I've heard that they are actually pretty scary. You're welcome for that, please enjoy. Now, as we were, onto some more nightmare fuel. I've watched like TikTok compilations, and I've googled pictures, and I've gone through Instagram. I really don't understand what it's about at all, even after all my research. So if anyone can enlighten me a bit more, please explain where this has come from, what it means. If you're new here, if you're not used to my face, this is more or less what my face usually looks like. I don't vary a hell of a lot from this sort of look. And I don't really change my hair much either. I always sort of, this is just my usual look. So one of the things I've noticed with the eGirl look is they often tend to have this kind of particular shape of eyeliner. I know my way around an eyeliner, so I feel like maybe that shouldn't be too difficult. I'm pretty worried about this one, but as always, I will do my best. And as always, if you have any more suggestions for things you would like to see me have a go at doing, I do love a good challenge. Please go ahead and put them in the comments. Obviously, I pay attention to them, otherwise I wouldn't be doing this. This is a whole new thing to me. Is this a sign that I'm like getting out of touch with the young people? Is this a sign that I'm like, hey fellow kids? Have I officially got to the point in my life where I don't know what teenagers are talking about anymore? Is there any kind of music attached to it? Righto, well, without further ado, let's begin this descent into hell. Let's start with a blank canvas. Here we go. eGirl transformation, just for you. Now we march forth into unknown territory. I've already got on a bit of primer and concealer, but I feel like this look is generally kind of warm. So I've got a slightly warmer coloured foundation that I'll put on, as well as just a little bit of contouring under the cheeks. I guess also because you want the pointed V-shaped face, ideally. I'm going to do like a bit of jaw contour as well, which is always massively risky. I've pinched a black and purple polyprop from my boyfriend and just put on like a loose black t-shirt. Fashion seems to be kind of inspired by the 90s. This is something I certainly wore in the 90s, like, you know, a polyprop with a t-shirt over the top. I'm going to try and base the colour choices for my makeup around this wig that I've got here from Uniwigs, this lovely lavendery sort of colour. I thought this seemed kind of appropriate, wavy and soft and lovely. I'm going to go for lavender and warm peachy colours and see how that turns out. This is almost the right tone for my face, so I'm lightening it with a couple of drops of white foundation mixer. The other thing I've never done before that I'm doing now is applying foundation with a little flocked pad thing. The label said it can be used for liquid foundation, so I thought I'd give that a go. Seems fine so far. I'm trying to hide my massive under eye circles. Normally I accentuate them, but today I'm trying to hide them so that I look more fresh and young. The other thing I think I go at is using a cream product for contouring rather than just powder all the time, which is a bit, I'm still at the experimental stage, but did that fucking help, or does that just look strange? This is what happens when I try and make my skin complexion look warmer. Cold and dead as ever. I tried! The next thing I'm going to do is one of the hardest things for sure, and that's the eyebrows. So these eyebrows have to look quite natural, but be quite straight and thick. And as I'm going for this lavender colour, I'm going to make them faintly purple. I figured I'd do the eyebrows before doing the eyeshadow. I don't know if that's a really good idea, but that's what we're doing. A lot of the looks I saw have maybe one quite bright colour over the whole lid, often very shiny and shimmery, just a little bit under the eye as well. Also a lot of like heavy white shimmer on the inner corners. Fuck, and I'm chucking on a wee bit of peach up here too. I feel like the eyeliner is pretty distinctive, so I really feel like I have to get this right. It'll be quite straight and quite foxy, I think. Now I'm just fucking riffing with this black shit. What am I doing? I don't even know anymore. Maybe the black wasn't really necessary. What's done is done. Ooh, bendy. I put on some mascara. I feel like this manga mascara seemed appropriate. I don't know how I fucked that up so badly. That doesn't even look anything like a heart. It looks like a busted heart. But now I've got two massively different hearts under my eyes. And I can't really fix it, so I guess I'm just stuck with them now. This is so far not going all that well. I think what I'll do next is the like blushing cheeks and nose. I don't really understand the whole blushing nose thing, but there we are. I feel like the heavy blush, especially like a heavy peachy blush and a blushing nose, as well as like a smattering of freckles, whatever, and a lot of shine is pretty characteristic of this look, at least from what I can gather. I want quite a dramatic blush. Here comes the scary bit. I had very, very rosy cheeks as a child and a teenager. I hated it. I was also super fucking freckly. So this is the most counterintuitive thing I have ever done to my face. I went to a lot of effort to try and reduce the rosiness of my cheeks in a school where you were not allowed to wear makeup. And I've spent years fading my freckles to the point they're almost completely gone. Now I'm just gonna be like drawing some more on. Okay, get this blush even warmer. Peachy nose. I don't actually have a highlighter, but I've got some very shiny white eyeshadow. I'd say there are probably very few looks out there that draw attention to the nose. I don't have a tiny brush, so I'm just going to use the end of a brush. Fuck that. I don't get it. Is this meant to look like sunburn? Because it does. Anyway, now we need to do something with the nips. So I was thinking of just going for like peachy red. So many colours. Favorite lip look seems to be quite roundish, like rosebud lips, but quite large, and usually like without a cupid's bow, I've noticed. Thought best to use a Korean lip stain. Not sure if I really achieved the foxy eyes I was going for. I mean, I've got quite naturally roundish eyes, so it's like kind of fighting against the shape of them. I feel like I look significantly sunburnt. I think that's the best I can do re-makeup. So now for the hair. As usual, this lovely wig from Uniwigs came with its own wig cap, which is handy. Now that I've got on my sexy wig cap, I'm going to stick this bad boy on my head. I'm going to stick on this beautiful, wavy, soft, mixed coloured, mostly lavendery wig from uniwigs.com. I'm also not super good at styling wigs, so I'm going to have a go at styling this bad boy, and, well, it is a universal truth that I am bad at styling wigs. And just wearing them in general. I've spent ages trying to make these little 90s buns things, but like, there's so much hair. There's still so much left. What's left but to strike a pose? Am I doing it right? It's very essential when you're taking selfies to look bored, jaded. It seems very important to stick your tongue out. Gotta get some kind of kawaii filter going on. Once again, I'm not completely satisfied, but I guess this is the best I can do. Not that bad. I did expect it to go worse, actually. Do you, oh better knowing ones who probably know more about what fucking e-girls are, how do you think I did? Did I do okay? Is this a good look for me? How do you like the sunburnt nose? Ooh. How have I done? Have I done okay? Do I get to join the uwu crew? Can someone explain to me what that is? What is uwu? Do I want to know? Do I need to know? I know that there are certainly imperfect bits to this experiment, but I do love experiments. I do love challenges, so thank you very much for challenging me to do this. I think the main thing that I'm lacking is youth. It's always nice to try new things on your face because you never know, something might actually be quite good. I've had fun, so that was the main thing, and I hope you've had fun too. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel. You know you want to. As always, take care of yourself, be nice to each other, uwu, and I'll see you next time. Bye!